Right, it is the half of November, and we have the first Christmas decorations popping up in Warsaw. Not yet fully, but slowly getting there. And yeah, I hope everybody's well. It's a very cozy time to be in the city. As always, it's my favorite season. It's nice to be inside, nice and cozy in the afternoons or evenings with a glass of wine. The days are a little bit shorter, especially in the east of Poland, because it gets dark by 4 after the switch of the hour, right, in October, November. It gets dark about an hour earlier than in the Netherlands. And in the peak of winter, it gets dark like a bit after, I don't know, 3:20-ish, which is pretty early, but as I said, it's a season for reflection, and you don't always feel like you're missing out if you're tucked in at home, right? It's a moment for calm, peace, and quiet, for Christmas, for serenity, and eventually the festivities. I wasn't really a Christmas person, but since my brother lives in Finland, I've been going there for Christmas, and with the snow, it makes it a more serene, festive season. So I'm more and more fond of it, except we don't really do presents. But even 5 years ago, when I was in Warsaw for my first time, it was again in this time of year, and I just noticed how cozy everything is, and I just love this season. Perhaps even more than summer. It makes me sound crazy, but I've lived in Bulgaria for 10 years, and summer just lasted real long. And then autumn was quite short, and I like that autumn in Poland stretches on a bit. You really have the 4 seasons, and met a guy from Azerbaijan who lives there, and he said there is no autumn here. It gets cold immediately and then it's winter. I don't agree at all. First of all, we should also be happy that it doesn't rain that much. Warsaw is significantly drier than a city like Amsterdam. The rain is, from what I've seen, very manageable to cope with most times. I don't have an umbrella with me, and if it rains, it's like a little bit of in summer here and there, but nothing extreme. I find the climate quite manageable. Yeah, it gets a little grey and overcast, but we still have, in my perception, more blue skies than in the Netherlands. Just not today, but we have many days with blue sky in winter, and then it gets dark a bit earlier, but who cares? I love it. So far I'm okay. It's my 11th month which I've completed in Poland. I'm here since 13 December, I believe, something like that, last year. And now it's half November, so we're getting to the 1 year point. I've been back to Bulgaria for the first time since 1 year. I've never been back there until last week. And it was nice, it was interesting to be back. Again, a moment of reflection. It was a bit strange to be back because suddenly I'm immersed in the language again. I happen to speak it fluent. Polish is getting better and better, but it just felt strange to be back there, as if I had never left, but at the same time as if it's been forever. I don't know how to explain it. It's a strange thing about living abroad. You can't really grasp things because the whole experience makes life a bit more intense, and then when you leave you have longing for the place you left, you have longing for your original home, and you're spreading your soul across many places, and I think that's something to keep in mind. You should be able to cope with that. Makes it more intense, more rewarding, but also a little bit with more heartbreak, I believe. In any case, winter is really setting in Poland right now. It is getting quite cold, right? It's not warm and balmy anymore, but the wind is manageable. It doesn't really blow as in the Netherlands either, so it doesn't freeze through your bones, you know. That time may come, but as I've said, it's just quite manageable, all of it. I've felt very nice in this year. It doesn't mean it's been without struggles. Nothing is ever without struggles, right? Personal things, just trying to keep things together, missing family, trying to be in many places at the same time. And right now I'm just winding down again, and as it says right there, on the moral, be the most honest you can. Well, I had to be a bit honest with myself that I've traveled a lot through the past few years, and I'm just winding down a little bit in Warsaw right now. Right, I used to travel here for fun when I lived in Bulgaria. Now I am here, so why would I again hop on the plane for every single little break that I get? I'm easing into my life here. I'm getting, yeah. I feel like I belong here, at least for the coming period. I don't know how long it will take, if I'll ever get sick of it. And that actually doesn't matter at all, because isn't that a first world problem to have, to move to a place, allow yourself to live it up fully, and then when you're tired you just go somewhere else. But considering I've been in Bulgaria for 10 years as well, I don't think I'll be tired of Poland anytime soon. Did I miss Bulgaria? Yes. When I saw the mountains again, we went to a spa, had a herbal tea. You might think herbal tea is nothing, but the Bulgarian mountain herbs, you brew a good tea of that, it does something to you, and you have it in a spa with the mountains in the backdrop. It does the trick, you know. The food was good, the people are cozy and welcoming. On the other hand, politically it's getting worse and worse. It's not really stable at the moment. They have the euro coming. It's not the best place to be right now, although the economy is not doing too bad. I think I've made a good choice to come to Poland. It's proven quite stable and reliable. But from the initial setup, we're requesting the residence card. I don't need a permit, but I still needed a card. After 3 months of staying here was a little bit of a struggle. It was just unclear. A lot of things were not as easy as they should have been, but it wasn't German levels of bureaucracy either. It was, I would dare say, a little bit in between Netherlands and Bulgaria. In Bulgaria, a bit for the confusion and sometimes language, but still, once it works, as efficient as the Netherlands, and pretty much up to speed. Really, West Europeans' level of bureaucracy, and way advanced beyond Germany. Germany has nothing in. It will need to catch up with Poland with its digitalization and the way things just work here. It was super easy to set up a bank account. It was super easy to get my place to rent, to get the contract. Right, and then the bureaucracy was a little hiccup here and there, but once you know how it works, it really does work, and then after, the whole system works for you. I'm still getting the traffic fine from Łódź settled. They fined me unjustly for something I didn't do. They said I rode an electric scooter with 2 persons, which wasn't the case, so I've been given because I was alone, a wrong fine, and they've admitted it was wrong, and now it's in court, and I'll need to get 300 zloty back. That was really the only downside. It was a bit of a bummer that happened, but it taught me some wise lessons, that you don't sign a fine even if the cops seem nice. You should actually read the thing you've committed, and I didn't do that. I was acting in good faith, and despite living in the Balkans for 10 years, right, you get a bit wary about corruption because it happens all the time. They caught me here. But I got it back, and the officer got reprimanded. Anyway, it's whatever. Nothing super serious. And for now, I'll just enjoy my walk here. I think enough ramble, and I'll catch you later. Do widzenia.